हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू आई ट्यूटर। आज हम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं टीचिंग एप्टीट्यूड। दिस इज़ आवर फर्स्ट टॉपिक। वी आर स्टार्टिंग फॉर द यूजीसी नेट एग्जाम प्रिपरेशन पेपर 1. Last videos we already discussed the syllabus. We all covered all the syllabus and topics, so just follow that. And today we will start the first topic, teaching aptitude. In teaching aptitude, there is nature, objective, characteristics and basic requirements we will discuss. Just focus on the topics. फॉरवर्ड द टीचिंग एप्टीट्यूड क्यों है ये? इट्स थ्रू द टीचिंग एप्टीट्यूड द स्किल्स एंड नॉलेज ऑफ द कैंडिडेट इन टर्म्स ऑफ टीचिंग मेथड विल बी डिटरमाइंड. Of course, the UGC NET exam, after you are clearing the exam, you will appointed as a professor in higher education colleges in different subjects. So it's very important your skill and knowledge of the teaching purpose, that is very important. So it will evaluate through this teaching aptitude. This will examine the various knowledge domain of students, such as problem solving skills, students management, teaching methods, etc. Some of the important topic for teaching aptitude are teaching, the concept, objective, levels of teaching, characteristics and basic requirements we will discuss first of all. Then after that, learners characteristics, characteristics of adolescent and adult learners, that in academic, social, emotional and cognitive levels and individual differences. And then factors affecting teaching related to teacher, learner, support material, instructional facilities, learning environment and institution. And next is method of teaching in institutions of higher education, that is teacher centered versus learner centered methods, offline versus online methods. The online methods are Swayamprabha, MOOCs. These are the updated syllabus in teaching aptitude. And teaching supporting systems in traditional way, modern and ICT, technology based teaching support systems we will discuss. And then evaluation system, elements, type of evaluation, evaluation in choice based credit system in higher education, computer based testing and innovation in evaluation system. So these are the important topics we will cover under this teaching aptitude. You just follow each and every topics, because teaching aptitude cover 5 questions for your first paper, so it's very important. We will see first of all concept. Teaching aptitude का concept क्या है, we will discuss first. So teaching aptitude is a process of attending to people's needs, experiences and feelings and making specific intervention to help them learn particular things. ऑफ कोर्स एक टीचर का रोल क्या है? लर्नर्स और स्टूडेंट्स टू लर्न पर्टिकुलर थिंग्स इन डिफरेंट वेज और डिफरेंट मेथड्स. दैट इज द मेन process of a teaching. Okay, interventions commonly take the forms of questioning, listening, giving information, explaining some phenomenon, demonstrating skills or process, testing, understanding and capacity, and facilitating learning activities such as note taking, discussion, assignment writing, simultaneous and practices, simulations and practices. Okay, these are the methods in teaching aptitude. One teacher will use any of these methods to learners के लिए, उन लोगों को एक टॉपिक समझाने के लिए इसमें से कोई भी मेथड टीचर विल यूज. दैट्स द बेसिक कंसेप्ट ऑफ teaching aptitude. According to Bingham is one of the author. He says that teaching aptitude is a specific ability, potentiality, interest, satisfaction and fitness in teaching profession. It's one profession, right? It's a good job, and also it's a passion for some individuals or candidates. So it's kind of art. Teaching is one kind of art. So it's specific an ability. Need a one skill for teacher need a skill for teaching. Okay, that's then only students can understand the topic or particular in particular topics in higher education. So interest also there. One candidate need interest for teaching profession, then only he can or she can perform well in that particular profession. And satisfaction also needed, and fitness also needed. These are very important in the this profession. The teaching aptitude means an interest in teaching, work orientation, implementing teaching principles and methods under the gamut of teaching aptitude. Teaching skill occupies a major place. Okay, this is according to Bingham, says that about the teaching aptitude. Now I hope you all understood the concept of teaching method, or teaching aptitude, or teaching skills. And Every student is a different entity from a viewpoint of his intelligence, aptitude, and interest. In one classroom, there is a different kind of or different characteristics of students are there. One teacher should maintain that in her or his mind. Then he or she started to teach. Okay, so in the viewpoint, there is intelligence, aptitude, and interest is very important. Under a particular situation, different students may have different perceptions, actions, and reactions to give one issue or subject. Teaching is a social process in which the teacher influences the behavior of the less experienced pupil and help him to develop according to the needs of the society. One teacher not only teaches the lessons in the textbook or a particular syllabus. Teacher is it's a role model for the society or upcoming generations. So it's very important position as a teacher, and affecting coordinating among them could be a very difficult task for teacher, and is put to test only on such a occasion. सो वन स्टूडेंट का बिहेवियर का एक इम्पोर्टेंट आफ्टर द फैमिली हायर एजुकेशन सिस्टम और स्कूल सिस्टम इज़ वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट टू मेक एक वन स्टूडेंट्स का बिहेवियर में वो अच्छे से डिपेंड करते हैं. सो टीचर इज़ प्लेइंग ए मेन रोल देयर. सो इट्स वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट टू हैंडल students with his or her different attitude and behaviors. Teaching is an art and science as well. It is a professional activity involving teacher and student with a view to the development of the students. Teaching is a system of action varied in form and related with the content and the pupil behavior under the prevailing physical and social conditions. Okay, different one individual or student coming from different backgrounds or different social conditions, or one teacher should understood that everything of a one particular student. Then she or he started to teach them and not only syllabus but also teach them the social importance and how to behave in a society, or their characteristics, how to be a good individual or human being in a society. That all one teacher should teach her or his student. And Smith considered 1947, Smith considered teaching as a tripolar process involving, what is this tripolar process? Because three kind of processes under the Smith concept: agent or source producing learning, which may be human or material. That is one. And second one is a goal or target to be achieved. Third one is the intervening variable consisting of learning or teaching situation involving human or physical conditions and instructional methods. And according to Amidon in 1967, teaching as a process of interaction between the teacher and the taught as a cooperative enterprise, as is two-way traffic. It's a two-way traffic. Give and take policies are there. The manner of teaching should be such that it make the pupil feel at home in his classroom. The teacher has to ensure that the learner is well adjusted to the environment, which includes his classmates, schoolmates, and other member of his society at large. This is according to Amidon in 1967. He just opened up about the teaching aptitude. What are the objective of teaching? Of course, there is lots of objectives in the teaching profession. Development ability of critical and logical thinking. Develop the ability of critical and logical thinking to the process, identify the problem and analyze the problem, select relevant facts and principles, etc., and establish relationship, advance argument in support of or against an issue, and draw inference and conclusions, verify the inference. These are the first is develop ability of critical and logical thinking. Like critical and logical, whatever the matter, whatever the issue, first of all identify the problem. One teacher should identify the problem, then analyze it, then select a relevant fact or principles, and establish the relationship and advance the arguments in support of or against an issue, and draw inference and conclusion, verify the inferences. These are the first objective of teaching. And second one is development of knowledge. It's very important, and the student acquire knowledge of various terms, concepts, events, ideas, problem, personalities, and principles related to the study, and recognize the facts, events, concept, year, etc. Read information presented in different forms, show information on maps, charts, diagrams, etc. Recollection facts, events, year, and terms, etc. This is the development of knowledge. One teacher should develop knowledge day by day, or he or she should update his or her knowledge as a teacher. Okay, that's very important. It is a just not only the just teaching process, it's you just converting your knowledge to a next generation. So it's very important to update your knowledge day by day. And next one is development of understanding. It's very important, development of understanding, and develop an understanding of terms, facts, events, year, principles, etc. related to study, and classify the facts, events, terms, and concepts, etc. And next one is compare and contrast the events, trends, concepts, etc. Discriminate between the significant and the silly matters, illustrate events, principles by citing examples, identify the relationship between cause and effects, etc., and detect errors in the statement and rectify and arrange the facts, etc., in a particular non-order, and interpret the map, chart, etc. from the sources of history. Okay, एक लेसन पढ़ाने में एक तरीका होता है. So just go and read or do one speech. That is not a teaching. Okay, you just understand the facts, then you just classify with the based on their events, terms, and years or concepts, and then you just again just make a classification between important and non-important matters, then present to the students with an example. Then only it will one topic is clear to the students. So development of understanding is one of the important thing in teaching process. And development of attitude. Student develop favorable attitudes with show respect towards other people, ways of life, ideas, etc., and know about other religion and faiths, establish a friendship with other peoples, practice the noble religions and their principles, cooperate with others in social and historical activities, appreciate cultural differences, and believe in equality of man irrespective of caste, class, creed, color, and religion. All these things students study from their classroom. So one of the important role one teacher play for this attitude, development of attitude. And create interest in the study. One teacher should create an interest to the students to study. They develop the interest in the study of students with activities relating to participate in historical drama and historical occasion. That means create an extracurricular activities for the students. Then it will make more interest to the students to participate in different programs, visit places of historical interest, archaeological sites, museums, and archives, read historical documents, maps, charts, etc., play active role in the activities of the historical organizations and associations, write articles on related topic, teach case studies and presentation of related topics. This will make interest in the study for the students. And develop a practical skill. Students develop practical skill with draw historical maps, charts, diagram, prepare models, tools, etc., which helpful in the study and understanding of historical events. And next objective is development of adjustment. The manner of teaching should be such that it make the pupil feel at home in his classroom, just as a how parents are caring their children, like that way only one teacher should take care their students. The teacher has to ensure that the learner is well adjusted to the environment, which includes his classmates, schoolmates, and other members of his society at large. And next point is achievement of values. One student should realize the values in the society. One is moral, cultural, and spiritual values of students are developed by testing teaching methodology, and which express emphatically point out that certain basic values as respect for others, responsibility, solidarity, creativity, and integrity must be fostered in studies. Emphasis should be given in educating good qualities like cooperation, goodwill, forgiveness, tolerance, honesty, patience, etc., in order to encourage universal brotherhood and to prepare students worthy citizen of the country. So it's very important to achieve a values in the society. So one teacher should teach his or her students or the pupils in a higher education system should how to achieve the values. That is very important point, in parallel to the covering the all the syllabus. Make friendly environment. One of the primary objective of teaching is to make friendly environment of the place of teaching, which is helpful to remain focused on the teaching. Okay. And this is about our the basic concept and objective of the teaching and level of teaching based on memory, understanding, and reflective and characteristic and basic requirements will continue in next lectures sections. So today you just revise the syllabus first and go through this concepts and the objective of the टीचिंग एप्टीट्यूड और वन टीचर का वैल्यू क्या है, व्हाट्स द रोल ऑफ टीचर एंड हाउ व्हाट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ टीचिंग एप्टीट्यूड. Okay, you just go through these all lessons and we will see in next videos, and thank you.